Well, over the years, you know how difficult it is for us to talk to you every day and to be able to get across the English message. You get the chance then to listen to us and hopefully practice. But, you know, there's a lot of children up country that never get the opportunity to practice speaking English, even though they're actually learning it every day of their life. A new group called Volunthai has been developed by a guy who came to Thailand, I think, for a holiday. That's all changed, and he's now committed to helping children, particularly in the northeast, speak English and listen to English speakers. So we've got something in common. I'd very much like to welcome to the program the project leader of Volunthai, Mr. Michael Anderson. Good morning.
Good morning.
You came to Thailand as a tourist?
Yeah, I graduated from the University of Texas, studied Asian history, and I knew I wanted to come to Thailand. I knew I wanted to see it with my own eyes.
Why?
I don't know. I've always loved Asian food. When I was growing up, I liked cooking Asian food. I liked studying Buddhism, studying Asian religion and Asian history. And something sort of drew me here. I don't know exactly what. At the time, I didn't know. Now I know what was drawing me here. I came and I went from Bangkok to Isan, to the northeast of Thailand. And I really loved it up there. I love the people, and I love that there weren't many tourists. I like to be the only Falang in the area, and it was, oh, hello, you come here, and I really fell in love with the Isan.
Now, from that you decided, you know, falling in love with the country, loving the food, loving the people, loving the religion is one thing, but then to commit yourself to set up a voluntary organisation to help children. How did that start? Was it the kids on the street saying, come on, or?
Literally. The students I met would invite me to their school, and the teachers would ask me to come into the classroom. And for me, it was a very special feeling to be the first Westerner in their school. And people would scream and, oh, hello, my kun, not Michael, my kun. And I knew I wanted to stay there. I knew I wanted to do something, but I didn't feel like one person alone was enough. I felt like I needed to somehow get more Westerners, more backpackers to do what I was doing. So I had the idea to make a team of volunteers to help in the classrooms.
But you're no longer the backpacker. You're the guy now that's running this whole show as project leader. So it looks like you're not going anywhere. But you've got a number of, let's call it backpackers, Farangs that come to the country. How do you attract them? Where do you get them from?
I use the internet. It's very, I think I have certain options today that might not have existed 10 years ago. One is the internet, that I can attract people, I can interview them. Before I even meet them, I can know where they went to school, I can know how long they want to stay here, and I can choose usually 6 from my team who want to stay and seriously commit themselves to volunteer teaching.
Now, you've set up Volunthai, but how are you funding the project?
Well, that was a journey in itself. I started the program on my own, working at Ratchapat Teacher Training College, saving my money to start Volunthai. It took me 6 months to get a grant from Keenan Institute Asia, who is a wonderful organization that comes from the University of North Carolina in America. They are supported by 4 corporations in Thailand. We call it American Corporations for Thailand, or ACT. There are JP Morgan, American Express, Unical, and Dow Pacific.
So they actually support you financially to actually run this program?
That's right. If you don't mind me saying, our money goes to giving the children food for 3-day seminars or English camps, and giving every student a English-Thai, Thai-English dictionary.
I'm very curious because, in fact, the funds come in and you say it goes to the kids, let's say. But what do the teachers get? What do you as volunteers get? Are you truly volunteers?
My volunteers get a daily stipend of 50 baht.
Is that for their somnam?
For somtam and khao niao, yes, it's sticky rice.
And they're happy to do that because they're really enjoying the interaction?
They don't even want the 50 baht, it's just something. It's just something.
So what you do is you go into the schools. I mean, you're not teaching every day, but you go into the schools and then you take the children out for 3 days. How does that work?
Well, we have a schedule with the Provincial Office of Secondary Education in Nakhon Ratchasima Province, whereby every week we take 120 students camping. Now,
120
sometimes
students?
120 students at a time.
What age group?
Sometimes they go from Matiom Nung to Mo Nung, Mo 1 to Mo 6. It's high school, secondary school age. They will come in groups of 120 for 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We have 6 volunteers, so we make 6 small groups.
So a group of 20 each.
Precisely.
What do you do with them over that 3 days?
We
You only speak English?
Only speak English, no Thai. In Isan we speak a little Lao, but no Thai. And we can play games, sing songs, do activities that we develop to address the problems that I find in Thailand, upcountry, which are mainly shyness. How do you take a student who loves English, who wants to speak English, but is so shy to make a mistake, so shy to be embarrassed in front of their peers? What can you do to bring them out of their shell, to make them comfortable? So you sing songs, you play games, you act silly, you let them see that you're making mistakes too. Look at me when I speak Thai. I don't speak Thai perfectly. So when you speak English, it's okay if you make a mistake. We're not going to laugh at you.
Is this the biggest problem, not only the shyness, but the fact that they really never get the chance to meet the Farang, or the English-speaking Farang?
In upcountry Thailand, this is the problem with English. Students say, why should I study English? I never meet a Farang. Why should I study? Why should I bother? The students who do it love English. The students that come to our camp love English, but they never get to speak to a native speaker. How could a school upcountry afford to have a paid teacher come in? It would be impossible.
3 days, you know, every so often is great. It's the first step. But can you take Volunthai forward? How can you actually, you must have some ideas because you came here, you're involved in Volunthai, you've set it up. What's the next step?
Teacher training. We have decided that next year we're going to switch to teacher training camps because we have found that if we can train the teachers, give them better activities for their classroom, better songs, better workbook to use, something fresh, something innovative, when they go back to their classrooms, in turn they can inspire their students more.
Well, I wish you every success. We'll put the website and the phone number on the screen for Volunthai, but thank you, Michael, your contribution to the youngsters of Thailand. I'm sure you're not going to just stay in the northeast, you're going to go further, but every success. We wish you a lot of luck, and good luck to the kids that are learning with you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. After this short break, Sanson is here and she'll give you what's on.